Okay, we're going to have a bit of a look at career at this time. Just, this is a collective message. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But yeah, career for the collective, please. What is going on in career for the collective? Okay, somebody feeling 8 of Swords. Someone is feeling a bit restricted, or you're putting these restrictions on yourself. Maybe think about that. Is there something, some kind of doubt? 10 of Wands, feeling very burdened by it. What else do we have for the collective? Okay, Queen of Cups. So I get somebody that feels a bit blocked, blocked in a situation or in a workplace, something, a scenario that actually means a lot to you, but you're sort of losing your love for it. There's something that's making you fall out of love with something. So let's see what the Oracle is saying. What is the Oracle saying for the collective, please? What is the Oracle saying for the collective? Make it work. You have all the tools you need to succeed, but you have to put in the effort. You're excelling at working with your hands and fixing problems. So you may be someone that works with your hands, but the key message there is that you have the tools. So you've got to put in the effort. And you, like I say, you're someone that's a bit disheartened for some reason. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Brilliance. You discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas bring recognition. There's one more. Relationships. Business partners, office love affairs and communication with co-workers are highlighted now. Make choices with extreme care. So this could be, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. If there is some kind of co-worker, it's that it's a bit of an awkward situation. You can't express things, but it is actually affecting your career. So there is that. That could be a message for somebody. Now, I want to know, that aside, why this Queen of Cups is in the reverse for the collective. Why is this Queen of Cups in reverse for the collective? Judgment in the reverse. So something that you're not being able to what is going on? Well, I was holding them upside down for a reason. So you've got the 9 of Cups in reverse and the Judgment. So it's like a wish fulfillment of yours. Something, you wanted something to play out in a certain way and it's not done. With the Judgment, it could be an idea that you've toyed with in the past and you thought you were going to be able to regenerate this idea, bring life to sort of put life into something that was long gone. Why are we feeling burdened? What is causing these burdens for the collective? What is causing these burdens for the collective? What is causing these burdens for the collective, please? What is causing these burdens? I get a 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So you've probably got a lot to juggle. You could be Tower. You've got a lot of pressure on you at the moment, maybe a bit of work overload, and the Tower is there. It's going to come crashing down. Something needs to give or it's going to come crashing down. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. You've got to not, there's something that you need to just take a step back from. I don't know if you might be someone, bosses, co-workers, somebody taking some kind of advantage of you. Taking advantage of your working relationship. Is it that boundary of professional and personal? Are they overlapping? Is somebody actually taking advantage of your brilliance, passing off your ideas of their own? But there is this something, you have the tools you need to succeed. Are you somebody that actually wants to go solo? Because if you do, you have the tools to succeed. Yeah, King of Swords. So very controlled, very logical. You've got their brilliance. You have a brilliant mind. So you need to somehow put that into play and not let others take ideas from you. Give us another on that one, please. 7 of Wands. Yeah, keep your guards up, keep your ideas at this time to yourself until it is safe to do so, to share, until you have people that you trust. And I get something with the world closing out. So seem like somebody with that Eight of Swords, somebody that is restricted. You're restricted, you want to move, you are the only person that is stopping you from moving, because if you want a new job, apply for that new job. If you want to go self-employed, look into business loans, look into how you can make that work, look into logistics of it. You have the tools to make it work. And relationships, in terms of relationships, have you already made those connections that you could take with you elsewhere? You've got to look at everything, not just knowledge that you may have learned over time, but those connections can be very, very valuable. So if you are somebody that's wanting to make a move or wanting to start up your own business, excuse me, what is the oracle saying in terms of that? In terms of moving forward, what are we saying? Short term. So short term, the position may be temporary, so don't get too attached to it, and there's no worries, you'll find something else that's even more fulfilling and prosperous. So if you do make that step, you might just have to use something as a stepping stone till you get to where you want to be. Woo! Okay, frozen. Then yeah. So being aloof can leave you out in the cold if you do something. Don't do something too spontaneously. I would have something set up. You don't want that where there's no work. You don't want to be leaving somewhere and there's no work out there, like a freeze on work. So being aloof can leave you out in the cold. A warm follow-up gets you to the door. So use that stepping stone, even if there is just something temporary. The future. Plan for the future while living in the present. You are always supported by spirit. Your psychic abilities can bring you prosperity. So the future, that is a really good one. So you are definitely someone that is thinking about your future. So in terms of career, what does the future look like for the collective? In terms of career, what does the future look like for the collective? We did just have a flyer there. I'll turn it over in a minute. Six of Cups, the Emperor in the reverse. So the Emperor in reverse, there's something about childhood and being controlled. It's like you might have felt restricted, not only in this job, but restricted in life. So this is like career and life reading. And it's something, Six of Cups, from childhood. You're somebody that basically, you want to do things now on your own terms. You don't want that control of this emperor. Be that emperor a parent, an older sibling, an older relative, a boss. You want to break free from the restraints of this emperor. Now, the emperor in reverse is very controlling, but it's a negative way, a controlling person, but in a negative way, where they could use manipulation, they could just abuse like their position of power. That's the kind of energy the emperor in reverse is. So this is what you are going to be, not what you want to, you are going to be breaking free of this, because you are actually very fed up of this situation. I can see that. And you're very, Five of Cups, sorrowful, regretful. You know, you could be in a position you wish you'd never taken this position on. That is there. So I think you are someone that is literally reaching the end of your rope. Justice in the reverse. Cards look right. Justice in the reverse. It's an unfair, either an unfair system, an unfair place to work. There's just something really, really, and that Two of Pentacles is in the reverse. Something very, very out of balance at the moment with your way of working. Yeah, Nine of Swords, literally, this is causing you some sleepless nights. I would say that this is actually affecting your health at this time, in terms of lack of sleep, because of overthinking, emotional burnout. You are definitely someone that really, if this message is resonating with you, you really need to think about, jumping ship. So you have, with the World, you've got Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius energy. Emperor, you've got Aries, Libra, you've got Justice, you've got Libra, you had Judgment in there, that Judgment and the Tower, Scorpio energy, both of them, Capricorn energy, Libra again, and that's so those signs could mean something to you, someone that you're dealing with, a boss, whatever, someone could have those signs. But yeah, this is definitely a time for you to start thinking about your future and what you want it to look like, where you want to be.